Hi everybody, Kat here, and I have been tagged not once but twice to do this video, 30 questions no one ever asks, and it's a tag. And number one, Julie from Living Large on Lifetime tagged me on this a while back, and I've been meaning to do this, but for some reason every time I do this I can't do it in under 15 minutes, so I'm going to do my best because you know how long-winded I am, and if I can't get it done I'll have to do two parts. And then secondly, I got tagged today by Gisele from Gisele's Beyond the Scale Weight Loss Journey, and so thanks guys, and I should say thanks gals. I'm going to do my best. Okay, so here we go with number one so I can get started. Do you go by a nickname? Yes, it's Kat, and I changed it about 22 years ago because Catherine just seems so formal. Number two, when driving, do you listen to CDs, tapes, or radio? My husband always listens to talk radio, so I'm like so done with that when I get in the car. So what I do is I either I'm playing a movie for the kids, or I have playlists on my YouTube account or on my Amazon Music or on just my iPhone, and I play music that either I want to hear or to try to govern the kids' moods. So if I want to lift them up or, calm them down, I have different songs for those. Number three, window or aisle? Well, I'm afraid of heights on one side, and I have social anxiety on the other side and claustrophobic. So it's kind of hard to choose, but what's really weird is I've gone through these different scenarios. I don't want to scare anybody, but I've got an anxiety about flying. And so I go through these scenarios on how I would survive forbid anything happen. And for some reason I got it in my mind that sitting by the window would be better, because if I absolutely have to, and let's just say something horrible is happening, I could break the window and I could jump out the window right before the plane hits the ground. Or something. I don't know. I've gone over this stuff in my mind. So I would have to say it's obviously the window, because forbid anything were to happen, the last thing I want to do is be covered in a big mob of people trying to get out in the aisle or, get smothered or something like that. And so that's just even worse. Anyway, can you tell it's kind of like one of those things? I don't fly very often. All right, let's go on to number four. How do you relieve stress? I would have to say exercise is number one. That's awesome. And number two, I'll make myself a cup of tea and read magazines or books or cookbooks or just watch YouTube. Number five, what is your favorite childhood TV show? Would have to be Gilligan's Island. It was on every day after school. I would go home and then that was on. And I really like the characters. I always wondered why Marianne and Professor didn't get together. And after a while, I wondered where the girls got their makeup. And then I started wondering where everybody went to the bathroom. So by that time, I moved on. Number six, when you were younger, what did you want to be? I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be a police officer. I wanted to be a lawyer. What else? And then after that, I just wanted to be a free spirit. And then I pretty much became a teacher overall. And anyway, that's a whole other story. Number seven, what was the best prank you pulled off? You know what? I don't really pull pranks. I mean, I'm joking like 24/7 for anybody who knows me. That's all I do. But as far as like pranking, I'm always afraid. I think I've always been afraid that I might take it too far, or I might cross the line and hurt somebody's feelings. And so pranking has always been kind of like off limits for me, except when I was a kid, I was like really young and I was hanging with the neighborhood kids. And I remember these people were not home in one of the houses in the cul-de-sac. And so we made up this story that we saw a burglar in there. We went home and told our parents, and they called the cops. And the cops came, and so we're like, what do we got to do? We got to keep going with this story. And so we told him that we saw somebody jump the back fence, and they checked out the whole thing, and I think he figured out that we were making it up, but he didn't say anything. And I have never forgotten the fact that I didn't tell the truth. I lied to a police officer, which is that's like against the law, So I can't. It's really bizarre when I think about it now. But as a kid, it's just you don't know any better, And I think my parents figured it out, so they gave us a good talking to, But I never forgot that because. Oh, I guess that's a prank. We pranked the cop and not on purpose. It just kind of like happened. So how awful. Okay, number 8. If you could choose 3 people to have dinner with, who would it be? Number 1, Jesus. Absolutely. Many reasons. And number 2, my husband, because I never get enough time with him. And number 3, I thought about it. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. And I came up with maybe Richard Simmons, just because I think he's a sweetie. I think he's funny, but I also think that there's a lot of deepness in there, and I don't know. I'd like to see if I can get him to maybe chat a little bit, and I love listening to people, and I just think that I would be a good listener at that conversation. All right, number 9, if you could hire any actress to play you, who would it be? Number 1, I would say I love Jane Seymour. I think she's a strong woman, and I've always admired her, especially with what she's been through in her life, and to just keep going. It's just really inspiring. But reality is that the person who could probably portray my life more accurately would be, I don't know what her name is, but the actress who played the mom on Malcolm in the Middle. She always looked like she was like this far from a nervous breakdown. And she had these like wild eyes. And I think my kids would like really recognize that. So her, whatever her name is. Number 10, if you could play an instrument, what would it be? I played piano and clarinet as a child, and those didn't really work out too well, but I think I would want to play the banjo, and I'm not promising that I won't take it up in the next year, so you might just see that. Number 11, when you were a child, what did you dress up as? I dressed up as my mom a lot. I used to go and raid her closet because she had pretty clothes, and it just made me feel like such a princess. And I wore one of her maternity dresses to school when I was in 3rd grade, and I was the smallest girl, so you can imagine what it looked like. And I heard teachers talking about it and looking at me funny, but I felt like a princess, and I loved it. But that was the last time my mom ever let me do that. Okay, number 12, if you could be any cartoon character, who would it be? I would be Kiki in Kiki's Delivery Service. I really resonate with her character, and I would just be Kiki. Number 13, would you like to be attacked by a bear or a swarm of bees? I wouldn't like to be attacked by either, but I guess it would have to be the bees. First I thought the bear, and then I thought, the bear might actually start to like eat me or something before I'm ready. So maybe the swarm of bees, because I could outrun them, or I might be able to survive. So the bees. Number 14, do you always smile in pictures? Yes, I do. I just think I would have to say that's one of my assets is actually smiling, because I still have all my teeth in front, and that's a good thing. Number 15, have you ever peed in the woods? Yes, I have. That's all I'll say about that. Number 16, what size is your bed? It is a queen, because my husband says if we get any bigger, I might not cuddle with him so much. So that's why we have a queen. Number 17, what was the best concert you've ever attended? It would have to be Third Day, and we live in Vegas, so there's a lot of good concerts here. I have seen Andrea Bocelli twice, which was amazing, but for some reason I liked Third Day, I think because of the reaction they evoked from the audience. Everybody was kind of like in sync and in unison and doing the same thing with the same purpose, and we were all it was like a concert for everybody, and it was so nice. So Third Day. Number 18, what is your song of the week? Well, my kids are like hooked on the Lego movie in the car, so Everything is awesome would have to be my song of the week because we hear it 24/7. Number 19. Do you still watch cartoons? Yes, I do, because I have 3 little boys under 8, and they're mostly superhero type stuff. So either that or Rusty Rivets or Paw Patrol or something that has to do with boys fixing things. Number 20. How many languages do you speak? I speak English fluently. I speak a little Spanish, but I'm not fluent in it. We grew up hearing Spanish. I've tried over and over and over the years to learn it in so many ways, but it just doesn't stick because I don't have anybody to practice it with. So I would like to learn French. 21. Do you believe in ghosts? No, I don't believe in ghosts. Not like ghost chasers or ghost hunters or whatever. I don't. I do believe in life after death, but not ghosts, not like that. Number 22. Cheetos or Fritos? Absolutely Cheetos. It's what I was addicted to before I cared about my health. And I still love them. It's best that I stay away from them. Number 23, do you own a record player? No, I don't. I used to, but I do want to collect records again, so I think I might get one. Number 24, can you swim well? No, I can't, because I always, I have trouble with water going up my nose, so I'm one of those people that jump in and I always have to hold my nose. So there's either breathe or swim, so I can't do both. Number 25, sugar cookies or snickerdoodles? Snickerdoodles, without a doubt. I love cinnamon. Number 26, are you patient? I would say yes, very patient. My children would say no, absolutely not. So it depends on who you ask. Number 27, DJ or band at a wedding. And I would have to say it depends on who's paying. If I'm paying for it, it would be a DJ. But if not, then I would like to see a band because I don't want to have to dance all the time. And a band is somewhat entertaining as well. If you just want to sit back and watch them, I kind of like that too. Number 28, have you ever won a contest? Yes, I have. I've won several contests. Not long ago, I won like a $450 package with a nutritionist, a consultation, and it was really neat. Not long ago, because I entered a smoothie contest and my smoothie won. It was a chocolate smoothie recipe that I made with black beans. It was very interesting and it had a load of protein in it. But anyway, I haven't made that for a while, but it's really good. And then I also won a whole bunch of photography contests Europe-wide. It was one of the things that I've always done is photography. Photography and sculpture and some other things, but photography has been a real big thing in my life. And then also I remember it was really fun. I put together this gift basket for, there was a supermarket named Lucky's here, and they had a contest where you had to make like a gift basket, and there were so many really impressive baskets. I remember when I dropped mine off, I was like, oh, there's no way I'm ever going to win this. It was just like a really small little one, but I guess it was just really crafty enough that they actually did. I won like $300 in groceries, which was amazing. So I just thought that was great. But anyway, so I can't believe I made it in under 15 minutes. I'm going to tag 3 people. So I want to hear your answers. If you don't feel like you need to do this, but I'm tagging people that I think might do this. So I'm going to tag PJ Danita, Laineyslife, and Team Broccoli. So if you want to do this tag, I'd like to know more. I love to hear you guys talk, and I love to hear all about your lives. So thanks for tagging me, Gisele and Julie. Love you guys a lot. This was really, really fun. And I will see you soon. Bye.